Alright, people, so if you clicked on this video, chances are you just watched Nick's health and fitness um, video called Everything Wrong with Bodybuilding, or Everything That Is Wrong with Bodybuilding. What I want to say is nothing out of there, but I wanna like specify one point that he made, and he said, if you don't have the genetics, you know, for bodybuilding, then just pushing the drugs more or lifting heavier or stuff like that, you're just gonna ruin yourself. And what I want to make this video about, it's gonna be a quick one because I have to go out, but is that point. And it's not just bodybuilding. I want to make this video about everything. You see these people like, I don't know if you guys are old enough, but it probably still happens now. But back in like 2002, 2003, I remember, well, I don't remember actually. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but I watch on YouTube basically, and XFactor, like 2002, 2003, XFactor, American Idol. You used to see these people come out and yeah, I'm gonna be the next American Idol, yeah, 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 and they, and then they come out and they're terrible, and they can't accept it, and it's like, you will never ever be happy and content when you're doing that, when you are pushing something so far and you're just denying reality. Yes, there is a point where you have to push hard and stuff like that, you know, and some things, everyone has to do. Like, for example, let's say you need to travel to work by car, yeah? If you're not a good driver, you don't just say, oh, well, I'm just not naturally good at driving, I'm going to have to walk. No, I mean, some things you're going to have to do them and learn how to do them. But don't put too much effort. Like, I wouldn't say, just because you have to go to work, if you're not naturally good at driving, yeah, sure, go drive to work, but don't try and become like a race car driver or something, because you're not good at it, and you know that. So you see what I'm trying to say here? Some things you have to do, but most things you don't have to do. You don't have to do bodybuilding. You don't have to be a singer. These things. So what I'm trying to say is that focus on your strengths. You should do what you're good at. And here's the thing. Let me tell you something. And some of you may know this, some of you may not. This is a very, astounding. Just it'll change the way you think. Yeah. You enjoy what you are good at. You enjoy what you are good at. Some people say, "Oh yeah, I like football, soccer, or I like bodybuilding, or I like sprinting." I mean, when was the last time you met someone who says their hobby is like doing track or doing like sprinting and stuff, and they're rubbish at it? Eventually, most people catch up. Reality will catch up and say, "Look, this is not for me. I'm not genetic. This was not for me. This was not written for me." Some people won't, but most people will. Like that guy who Nick was showing. Unfortunately, he didn't. He just didn't accept it. He couldn't accept it. Now maybe he is a bit old and stuff, but I mean that's another story. Maybe he was better when he was younger. I don't know, but I'm just saying. You get what I'm trying to say here. Don't push. Don't fight reality. Yes, I'm not being demotivating. I'm not saying, believe is not achieved. It is to an extent. But don't deny reality, because you're just going to live in depression. You're going to be depressed because you're just going to be rubbish, at everything you do. Whereas it's not you're rubbish at everything you do. It's just you're choosing the wrong things. It's like, again, same example. If you're 5'5", don't try and be a basketball player. Now, I'm not saying you can't play basketball just now and then. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying don't put too much effort into it. Because anything you put too much effort into, naturally, whether you would want to admit it or not, you're going to want to see at least some kind of reward from that. You're going to want to see some kind of thing come out of it. And if you don't, then it's like staying in shape. The point I was making earlier is like, yes, everyone should go to the gym. Everyone should lift weights. Everyone should, do some cardio. But if you're not genetically gifted, don't try and take it to the professional level. Don't, because you're going to waste your time. I know I'm never going to be a bodybuilder. I have terrible arm genetics. I've got a big head, which is not good for bodybuilding. Anyway, it's not like I want to be a bodybuilder, but I'm just saying, I know I will never be a bodybuilder. I also know I'll never be a powerlifter. I'm not strong enough. You know, you just know these things. You try something for a while. If it doesn't work after a short while, or after, you know, you give it a good effort and you realize, and I'm not saying I'm not good at other things. I am actually good at other things. I'm good at like acting, for example, believe it or not. So, but anyway, there you go.